Chinese President Xi Jinping sends his condolences to the Philippine government after Typhoon Nina battered the northern part of the country Christmas time. In his message to Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte, Xi says, quote, "China and the Philippines are friendly neighbors, and the Chinese government and people are deeply worried about the Philippine people who have been hit and become homeless in the disaster." He adds, Beijing is ready to provide emergency assistance. Typhoon Nina killed at least 6 people and left 19 missing. It affected over 1.5 million people in Calabarzon, Mimaropa, Region 5, and Region 8. President Rodrigo Duterte is poised to veto a 2,000 peso across-the-board hike in the monthly pension of Social Security system members. The hike is one of his campaign promises. Duterte says, quote, "I promised that it would come your way before the year ends. I'm very sorry, but that's how it is. I do not own the money." He adds, quote, "I would really give if only there are no problems. They had a very bleak assessment of what's in store for us in the days ahead, and the risk is not really that good." The president cites the assessment of his economic managers about the risks of SSS going bankrupt if the pension rates are raised. Duterte vows to give an honest explanation this month. The 16th Congress passed the measure, but then President Benigno Aquino vetoed it in January 2016. He said increasing the pension of SSS members would result in a substantive negative income for SSS and would risk the future of other pensioners. Duterte, then a presidential candidate, criticized Aquino for the veto. He said back then, quote, "I beg the president, the 2029 fear that the SSS would go bankrupt, you can correct it along the way." LANAO del Norte Representative ABDULLAH DIMAPORO urges the Philippine National Police and the National Bureau of Investigation to probe the murder of PANTAR LANAO del Norte Mayor MOHAMMAD Exchan Limbona. Dimaporo says, quote, "We ask our president to give time for the capture of the assassins of Exchan Limbona, who has contributed to our pursuit of law and order, peace and unity of our people." Limbona was gunned down by unidentified men inside his vehicle on its way to Pantar on December 29. Local police says Limbona's assassination was triggered by a Rido or clan war and politics in his hometown. Cambodian police plans to arrest 3 suspects behind a photoshopped image of the country's king in a gay porn scene. The image of King Norodom Sihamoni appeared on some Facebook accounts in both Cambodia and Thailand. The Cambodian king is largely respected and deemed above the country's political fray. In contrast to Thailand, which outlaws any criticism of its monarchy, Sihamoni isn't shielded by any law. But Cambodia's constitution describes him as inviolable. 2 suspects are believed to be in Cambodia, while the 3rd in Thailand. New United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres, on his first day as the world body's chief, vows to, quote, "put peace first" in a message heralding 2017. Guterres asks the world to make, quote, "one shared New Year's resolution. Let us resolve to put peace first." The former Portuguese Prime Minister replaces South Korea's Ban Ki-moon, inheriting complex crises in Syria, South Sudan, Yemen, Burundi, North Korea, and elsewhere. Guterres fought for migrants' rights as the UN High Commissioner for Refugees for a decade. The unanimous election of Guterres has energized UN diplomats who see him as a skilled politician who may be able to overcome the divisions crippling the international organization. Guterres says, quote, "Peace must be our goal and our guide. All that we strive for as a human family, dignity and hope, progress and prosperity depends on peace. But peace depends on us."